ever trusted someone so deeply only to start doubting everything? What if that doubt pushed you to the edge, so far that you faked your own death to test their loyalty? And what happens when the truth you uncover is darker than you could have imagined? Mara built her empire from nothing. A ruthless businesswoman, she clawed her way to the top, but with success came paranoia. Was Daniel, her devoted lover for nearly a decade, really the man he seemed to be? Or was he simply after her wealth? One evening, her suspicions were confirmed when she overheard a conversation. "I'll take over the company once she's gone." Daniel's voice coldly echoed through the door. He was waiting for the right moment to take everything. The pieces fell into place. His affection for her had always seemed calculated, and now it was clear. He wanted her empire, not her. Shattered, but far from defeated, Mara decided to turn the tables. She would fake her death and watch how Daniel responded. If he truly loved her, he would mourn her. But if he was only after her fortune, he would move on quickly. Mara staged a car accident, ensuring her body was never found. The world would mourn her, including Daniel, or so she thought. Watching from the shadows, she waited for the truth to surface. In the days following her death, Daniel's grief seemed sincere. He was devastated, appearing at her family's home, crying in their arms, recounting their shared dreams. For a moment, Mara wondered if she had misjudged him. But soon, her doubts resurfaced. His tears dried, replaced by a cold, calculated detachment. And then, rumors began to spread. Daniel had already moved on. A new woman appeared in his life, someone who didn't come with billions. Yet, it was when Mara followed him to his lawyer's office that the real truth emerged. "You've got the papers ready." Daniel's voice was sharp and calculated. "The company is now officially mine. It's time to sell everything and move abroad." Mara's heart dropped as she listened. Her company, her legacy was gone, and so were the properties she'd worked so hard to acquire. Daniel had stripped everything from her, not just her wealth, but her identity. Rage filled her chest as she realized the depth of his betrayal. He had used her love to climb the ladder, to take everything she'd built. But this wasn't the end. She wasn't going to let him win. Determined to reclaim her life and her empire, Mara confronted Daniel. She stepped into his office, a woman transformed. "I know everything," she said, her voice cold. "You thought you'd take it all, but I'm here to take it back." Daniel's shock was palpable as he stammered, unable to form a coherent sentence. The man who once claimed to love her now stood before her, stripped of all his pretensions. "I have already signed everything," Daniel pleaded, but Mara wasn't listening. "It's not done," she said, with icy certainty. "This is only the beginning." The next few weeks were filled with legal battles, a game of survival where Mara emerged victorious. Daniel, once her partner, was now left with nothing. The company she'd worked so hard to build was hers again. But it wasn't just about business, it was about reclaiming her life. The empire was hers, but peace remained elusive. Mara had learned a painful lesson. Power came with sacrifices, and some wounds would never fully heal. Yet, as she stood in her office watching the city below, she smiled, not because she'd won, but because she had finally taken back control. Mara would never be anyone's pawn again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this gripping tale of betrayal and revenge, don't forget to share for more thrilling stories.